Salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott. You are in the Prog Corner, where apparently it's Christmas morning around here. Your boy just got a care package from Chicago, courtesy Mark Monforti from Prog Rock Essentials. And this thing's loaded with product, man. I've been meaning to talk about the stuff that Mark is doing at progrock.com. He started out as a tech guy, and he went to work for progrock.com, and I guess they were in some kind of financial trouble, and he ended up buying it, primarily because who wouldn't want to own the domain name progrock.com, right? So he had this internet radio station, still does. It's going strong. I don't talk a whole lot about it because I'm all clicked up with Prog Radio and Kevin Carmony's group over there, but that's all right, man. I don't have any contract signed. There's no conflict of interest here. We're all just trying to spread the good news of prog rock. At some point, Mark decided that he wanted to kind of turn this thing into a little bit more than what it was, as a Discord server with the community there, and he was doing some house shows there in Chicago, bringing bands into his home. You know, doing the Lord's work, absolutely, because absolutely God created prog rock, and Mark is doing the Lord's work, fighting the good fight, and he understands, he gets it, man. He sent me this, and like I said, I was going to talk about Mark and all the good stuff he's been doing, but a few years ago, he decided he wanted to turn his thing into a record label, and one of the first things he did was he contacted a band called Discipline, whose third album, Unfold Like Staircase, was one of the greatest American prog albums ever, but just had a real hinky, production sound to it. So he enlisted none other than the great Terry Brown. Yeah, that Terry Brown from Rush fame, to redo it, and it's just phenomenal. And since then, he's been putting out a lot of great stuff. So in this box right here, man, let's take a look at some of the goodies that Mark sent me, and some of the product that you yourself can order from the website. He sent me a bunch of CDs and some vinyl, because, yeah, he knows what time it is. This is the little press thing. There's the QR code. You guys can scan it. There you go. Scan the QR code, and you get onto Prog Rock Essentials. First of all, he bought the rights from Sony to the Unitopia album, The Garden. So there it is on CD. What a great album. Now available on the Prog Rock Essentials website. And then the brand new one, 7 Chambers on CD. We're going to talk a little bit more about Unitopia in a minute. And then we've got, let's see what else we got here. The new United Progressive Fraternity, Planetary Overload Part 2, Hope. Dynamite album. I didn't get around to reviewing it. I should. I did review the Unitopia album, but I didn't review the United Progressive Fraternity, and I absolutely should have. Also on his label, the new Chester Thompson solo album, Wake Up Call. Very cool. Let's see here. The aforementioned Discipline, Unfold Like Staircase on CD. For all you CD people out there. Don Shipp. Anybody know Don Shipp? The great bass player, the stick player. Fantastic dude. He was in the band Rocket Scientists. And he stood in for Alfonso Johnson when he went out ill in the Unitopia tour. So you had Chester Thompson and Don Shipp as the rhythm section for those European dates. Cool little anthology of Don Shipp's music. What a great guy. And finally on CD, the brand new release from progrock.com Essential is Luz de Riata. And the album is called Rizomo. And if you're a fan of good musicianship, how about putting Pat Mastelotto and Matthias Olsson on your album? Yeah, you're getting my full attention right there. And now we're getting on to some of the vinyl that he sent. And you know how I am, man. You send me vinyl, I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to be happy. You're going to get an episode dedicated specifically to you. Pay attention to other labels, man. This is how you do it, right? If you want to get people's attention, figure out who the influences are. Yeah, I'm an influencer, man. Yeah, I am. I finally got a hold of the vinyl copy of Unitopia's fantastic album, 7 Chambers. I did an album review of this. I absolutely love it. The shorter tracks are great. The epics are great. There's 19-minute song called Helen, 18-minute song called The Uncertain. That was a Stephen Unruh track. I love Unitopia, and Mark, you have done such an amazing job. He actually was instrumental in putting this band back together, getting Sean Timms and Mark Truiak to kiss and make up, and then bringing Stephen Unruh into the band, Dr. John Greenwood, and then bringing Alfonso Johnson and, Alfonso Johnson and Chester Thompson. You've got the Weather Report rhythm section on this album. Just phenomenal. Yeah, I will put a link to my album review for this incredible album at the end of this video. So if you haven't watched it, check it out. You need to correct it, man. If you don't have this, fix that. You need to fix it right now. We talked about Chester Thompson. Yeah, the great Chester Thompson from Zappa and Weather Report. And of course, all those years toiling as a Genesis session guy. Well, here's a new solo album from him called Wake Up Call. I've heard about it. Haven't heard it. I'm excited. There are the tracks on there. I know very little about this album, so I am going to be really, really, really pumped up to hear it. I love Chester. One of those hard luck guys that never got the credit he was due. And now he's with a really, really great band, so hopefully that'll help. Yeah, Discipline. Unfold Like Staircase. Oh, man. I did buy this when it first came out. I think it was like at the tail end of 2022 or 2023 early on. And Mark sent me a new copy because he said that the vinyl pressings weren't up to his standards. This is what this guy does, man. He doesn't just, issue albums. He actually cares about quality control. Mark is the kind of guy that gets his hands dirty. He's flying all over the world to support the bands that he signs. He's not just, doing a little bit here and there. He's actually putting his money where his mouth is. And this is what kind of got the label started, was the reissue of this Dynamite album. So good. Yeah, the reissue is just dynamite. Terry Brown's reworking of this masterpiece. Absolutely fantastic. If you don't know it, you absolutely should know it. One of the highlights of American Prog. Okay, I got a couple more things to look at here. First off, it's United Progressive Fraternity, Planetary Overload Part 1, and it's Loss. This here is a double album. Yeah, look at that. Great artwork. Pretty sure that's the great Ed Unitsky doing this. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it is. So this is part 1. And then they came out last year with a part 2, which was even better. United Progressive Fraternity, Planetary Overload Part 2, Hope. And this record is a triple album. Oh, yeah. 6 sides. Let's take a look here. Let's see if we can see what this vinyl looks like. I haven't even cracked any of this open yet. Okay, let's look at this triple fold gatefold. Okay, let's see if we can fold. Oh man, talk about a lot of pictures here. Wow, it's a whole fraternity. It's like a high school yearbook or something, man. Right? All the different people that played. It is a fraternity, man. And if you don't know United Progressive Fraternity, let me throw out some names to you. Mark Truiak and Stephen Unruh, we know from Unitopia, but you got Chester Thompson and Sean Timms, Lisa Wetton, Hasse Froberg, Jerry Murata, Don Schiff, Steve Hackett's on this album, Michelle St. Pierre, Nick Magnus, who else is on here, man? Colin Edwin, Ryo Okamoto, Jonas Reingold, Michelle Young, Mark's picture's on here. I just seen that. That's cool. There he is. There's Mark. There's Mark right there. Who else is on here? Ben Craven. Oh, yeah. These guys are Australian, so Ben Craven makes sense. You got Sir David Attenborough, Colin Tench. Just on and on and on. Yeah, it is Ed Unitsky on the artwork. What a beautiful package this is. Let's take a look at the vinyl. Oh, wow. Even the inner sleeves. Just jam-packed with the graphics. Fantastic. Oh, and I got hooked up with some colored vinyl too, man. Oh, how beautiful is that? Oh, just fantastic. So good. This United Progressive Fraternity Planetary Overload, Part 2, Hope, also features a JPL song. They rework Sapiens off of Jean-Pierre Louboutin's classic album. Just dynamite. Wow. I'm so happy today, man. Like I said, it's Christmas time. And I'm here to tell you, boys and girls, you know, if you're affiliated with a record label or a promoter or a band that wants a little bit of attention, you know, you could do a whole lot worse than send me a care package and to have me talk about your product, your band, your music, whatever. You know, if you want to do that, that's fine. If not, that's cool. You know, you just go ahead and sit on all that vinyl collecting dust and, you know, wishing that you wouldn't have done it, but I'm here to tell you, man, we right here in the Prog Corner, we support nothing but prog rock on this channel. It is my passion. It's what I do. It's what I love. So whenever I see somebody like Mark doing the Lord's work, you know, fighting the good fight, I am going to promote him. I am going to support him. And you should too, because I mean, really, there's some really big things happening with progrock.com essentials. Some big news that I'm not going to discuss quite yet because the contracts aren't signed and all that kind of stuff. So be prepared for big things from Mark Monforti and progrock.com essentials. Anyway, fools, the much delayed Soft Machine ranking is coming. Hopefully that's tomorrow or Wednesday. Anyway, I love you guys. Peace in the Middle East. Free Tibet. And God save the king. Save him. Oh. Save that king! Save King Chucky, and I'll see you fools tomorrow. Peace.